This is the auction for our Auto Trail Cheyenne 634 SE motor caravan, 2003, 1,000 miles on the clock, MOT'd and serviced mid-August. We spent most of last year travelling the continent in Ernie, and he's never let us down. Very reliable. I had an epic trip of 26 countries over 12 months, 20,000 miles. I'm just going to show you externally at first and then internally and how all the systems work and so on. There are a few jobs that need doing that I've been on with since we got home, but it's getting late in the year and I'd rather list it now at a reduced price. If anyone is willing to and prepared to do the work in return for getting a bargain. House is just sold, we're moving to France, hence the need to sell. Poor Ernie to fund renovations. See the bodywork's in good condition. There's a few little scrapes here and there. This is one of the seals that needs doing. There's the roads in Bulgaria and Romania and other places have just not that loose. Auto Trail sell this trim. I'll put the price on the auction. I've not ordered any yet. The other side's the same, and I've seen other Auto Trails with this detached trim, so it's not a major issue, but it needs doing. Toilet cassette compartments. Toilet cassette will be scrubbed, bleached to within an inch of its life. Electric hookup cable for the mains electric. This is the feature, one of the features of the SE model is an external hot and cold shower point for boots, dogs with boots. 4 new tyres on it, just a few weeks ago as well, brand new. A few minor scratches on the windows, but I've been getting those out quite successfully with a little bit of mild cutting agent. I've got these retaining clips. I've got some new ones, but I haven't fitted them yet. I think we need some riv nuts. And the gas locker containing 2 11kg Gassit refillable gas bottles, 40 something litres in total. You can see that one's empty, that one's full. There's an automatic changeover valve. Basically you switch to either the left or the right bottle. When you fill up, it drains that bottle first, and then when it switches over automatically to the second bottle, the indicators turn red, which means the first one, the one that it's switched to, is empty. But there's sufficient capacity there with 40 odd litres to last a couple of weeks, so you know when you need to refill. There's a couple of European adapters for the different connections you get on the LPG pumps, and we've refilled in 20 plus countries with those and the standard UK bayonet fitting. So that's the Gassit LPG system. That's really good. You can get LPG for 50 pence a litre rather than the £2 a litre that you pay exchanging bottles. That's the Truma water heater. There's a tow bar with electrics. We have large underfloor storage area with a spare tyre, wiring for a reversing camera, and three 310 amp leisure batteries that were new last year and have been well cared for. I'm quite careful about not flattening batteries, and to be honest, with the solar installation you've got no chance of running them flat anyway, which I'll show you next. The ladder drops down. Could end up on you being framed if I fall off now. Two massive 165 watt each solar panels, so 330 watts of solar power. Most people fit 100 watt panel, so we've got more than 3 times that, which is fantastic. It means even on a quite dull day you're still getting sufficient charge into your batteries. And we've wild camped around the continent probably 250 days last year and not had any electrical worries whatsoever, including all the way through the winter. There's a scrape there that's not been repaired to neatly, but it's cosmetic only, and you can't see it from the ground. There we go, made it. There's the water cap, which I've just filled. There we go. Access to the underbench storage. Again, it needs retaining clips. Another feature of the SE model is the gas barbecue point. Fridge vents. Large awning. A few little things here and there. Consistent with age and cosmetic. I didn't fit that. I was previous owner. It's a bit messy, but it works. Electric step. External storage, which we use for barbecue and ramps and things. It's blind. Large over cab area, which is quite a decent sized double bed. I'll show you under the bonnet first, and then we'll go into the cab. I meant to point out, thanks to some scallywag in Bratislava, I have got 2 replacement lock barrels which I'm going to fit this week. So both doors will have new barrels. The bonnet. V8 Ducato 2.8 diesel. We get about 28 miles a gallon on a run, which is quite respectable for something this size. It's been uprated to 3.7 from the original 3.4 tonne, so you need to make sure you have the relevant classes on your driving licence if you pass before 1997, providing you've not got any medical conditions that restrict your licence and you're not over 70. You should be able to drive it, but please check. And into the cab. Electric windows, large storage areas, service book and manuals. Oops, upside down. MOT and service history. New cam belt last year before we went away, just serviced on the 10th of August. Recent receipts, including that for the cam belt. Standard seats are in good condition, but we do have seat covers which we use. I will include these in case you want to use them. They just protect the seat from dirt and wear and tear. There are armrests, 5-speed gearbox, Pioneer stereo with USB and auxiliary inputs, no CD or anything. I just tend to listen to podcasts on the USB sticks. Radio's pretty rubbish, but I think you can get Radio 4. That's about it. 74,482 on the clock. Starts no problem. And there's curtains around the cab area. Everything in working order. There is an alarm that I haven't used, to be honest, but there's a key fob. I better not press it. I don't know whether it's in working order, so no guarantees with that. Electric mirrors as well. There's a control. And we'll go out and into the habitation area. Electric step. There's a huge U-shaped lounge, which is a great layout for relaxing in the evenings. Lots and lots of overhead storage areas. There's storage and electrics for a microwave there, or we use it for pans. Big full-size oven and grill, gas and electric radiator. I'm going to show you all these systems individually. Bathroom. One thing that needs to be pointed out is the shower tray, which I'll do in a moment. Shower, cassette toilet, and lots of storage space. So, from the entrance we've got a fridge, 3-way Electrolux fridge, works on gas, 12 volt but only when you're driving, and mains, which is on at the moment. It's temperature control. That's the ignition. You hold the it's an automatic ignition, but you hold the gas control in to light it, but it's on mains at the moment. There's a few marks inside, but it's perfectly clean. They're just scuffs. There's a freezer compartment, a little pin to ensure that it stays closed when you're driving. Sink and drainer. It's a bit of an issue with this tap at the moment. I'm going to change it if I get time, but bear in mind if I don't, there's a bit of a dribble through at the back of the actual main unit, so it probably needs replacing. I don't know whether it can be repaired. Over the entrance is the control unit. That's the main on switch for the electrics. That's the water pump. I've just filled full of water, so you can hear the water tank filling up, the hot water tank filling up. That toggles the power between the leisure battery and the leisure batteries and the engine battery, so you can run the internal systems off the engine battery if you wish. Auxiliary is the auxiliary light. There it is. It's the time and the firmware version of the software. You can time things to go on and off, I think, but we've never done it. And set an alarm clock and things. Wastewater indicator for grey water from the shower and the sinks. Freshwater indicator, there's a 81 litre freshwater tank underneath, and I think it's a 56 litre or a 60 something litre grey water tank. Battery readings. There we go. This is the mains controller for the electric heating. So the gas fire actually runs off gas or mains. You select 2,500 or 1,000 depending on whether you're on a low amp supply on a campsite. If you're only on a 6 amp supply, I'd put it to 500, and then there's a temperature control there. It's quite a warm day, so I'll switch it off. And this is the gas water heater. The water heater works off gas or mains as well. Obviously, if you're not plugged into the mains electrics, you want to heat your water with gas. And there's a 10 litre Truma water heater under the bench at the back, and you can hear the solenoid clicking when you switch it on or off. It takes about 20 minutes to heat a full tank of water up, which is perfectly sufficient for a nice long hot shower. Lots and lots of storage space. We put extra shelves in. There's a strip light. All of the lighting inside the camper, with the exception of these halogen strip lights, has been changed to 12 volts, to LEDs, sorry. Cigarette lighter socket for running laptops and phone chargers and so on. There's a few shelves here. Cutlery tray. This is actually quite marked, but it's clean. We've tried to scrub it, but it's just scuffed, so it'll just come out if you needed to change it, but to be honest, we just used it as it was. More storage. These lights at the back are mains, and they work off this dimmer switch. Large Hecky roof light. These are LEDs. We have got curtains and we have got seat covers, not professionally made, but we will include them. Lots and lots of storage under the benches. There's the Shoreflow water pump at the back there. You probably can't see it. It's the water tank, hot water tank. There's piping for the blown air heating system. 2 more cigarette lighter sockets. More storage. This is the Tracer MPPT controller for the solar. This is a 30 amp regulator. The maximum you get from these 2 solar panels is about 23 amps, theoretical maximum. I've seen it at 17, which I was quite pleased with. So a 30 amp controller is more than enough. There's the flue for the gas fire, more storage. This is the reading for the solar. You can see it's charging at 13.8 volts and 0.9 amps. It's just trickle charging at the moment because the batteries are full. And a cigarette lighter socket, and more cigarette lighter sockets. We can use laptops and all sorts, so it's quite handy to have lots. Main socket. The gas fire and electric fire, it runs from electric if you're on mains, and the controller I showed you earlier, that's the controller. The fan for the blown air system can be switched to manual, there's a manual control, or automatic, which I'm not quite sure how it works. I think the fan speeds up as it gets hotter. I'll switch it off. And these are the gas controls for if you want to run it on gas. Hold it down, turn it anti-clockwise. I can't actually see whether this is lit. There we go. You can hear the fire running there. And turn it back clockwise to 0 to switch it off. 4 hobs, 3 of them gas, 1 of them electric for when you've got mains, which is handy. 1 grill and grill tray, full-sized oven, and 2 shelves. Pan storage underneath with tubing for the hot water. I'm sorry, I need to clean this properly. That's one area I've not got round to yet. We're back to the bathroom. There's a bathroom cabinet. Sink and shower unit. Lots and lots of storage. The shower tray, there were 2 large cracks in the corner here. I've attempted a fiberglass repair. I've got to build it up yet with a few more layers. No guarantees as to whether this is going to hold or not. Hope it will. It's certainly watertight for the moment, but bear in mind it might need a new shower tray. You can see that it just lies on top, so it can just be cut out quite easily rather than having to dismantle the bathroom. Thetford cassette toilet with indicator, full indicator. Extra towel rails and things that we put in. Lighting. Large overcab bed area. The mattress is only a single, to be honest. We used to use it as a snooze area during the day. We only used it as a single bed, but you can see it's quite a wide area. There's a switch there with a LED strip light. Also a cigarette lighter sockets. Storage tray is about, LED lighting, and of course a ladder which hooks over there. There's a table which isn't it's a Caravan table. It's not from this model, but it works perfectly well. Large wardrobe with automatic light. There's a safe, which is handy. 1, 2, 3, 4 I've set it to. Oh, there we go. There are instructions in. These are all the manuals for all the different systems, truma system, the cassette toilet, this solar regulator, gas fire, heating system, fridge, stereo. Yeah, what I was going to say is there's instructions on how to reset the pin. There's the Sergeant control unit with a built-in mains charger for when you're plugged into mains electricity. It's also got the fuses for the 12-volt systems and breakers for the mains voltage systems. And I think that's most of it from the inside out. Oh, here we go. There's a fantastic vent, two-directional vent, which blows in and out on 3 different speeds. Out is towards the exit, so I remember it, and in is pointing towards the rear. So you can use it as an extractor fan or to blow cool air in. There is a slatted bed system here which pulls all the way back on these runners to make a massive double bed, triple bed really. LED lighting above the cupboards. There's a carbon monoxide alarm. I can show you, there's a bit of storage there. It's not particularly professionally done, but that was me. The awning, there's a little tear in the corner of the awning. It's a huge awning, it's really convenient, but I'm going to have to hold this phone for a moment. There we go, it goes much further out, but obviously the house is in the way. These legs come down. You can actually peg those down should you need to, although I don't think we've got any pegs. This clips. There's a small tear there. Thanks to a very heavy rainstorm in Poland or Slovakia. I think that's it. So that's Ernie. I'm going to be getting on with the jobs that need doing over the next few weeks, but if you want to come and take a look in the meantime, have a look at the auction, send me an email or contact me through eBay. I'll also include the phone number there. And if you got this far, it's 28 minutes. Thanks for looking.